I ain't reading all that ish.
This is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all, it is about that time. Let's sip some sensibility, shall we?
We were similar scene, I'm sorry. We were talking about it, so
we talked about it in scene and we talked about it out of scene.
Yeah. He said little things to me out of scene too. So
You're still in love with Melody. You feel Melody would take that and run with it? Or bury you with the truth?
you know, yeah, no.
I must say, I do appreciate Carlos in this moment, nailing Martell to the cross and asking him the hard questions. You know, watching Martell is almost like a dog chasing his tail. And it's like wash, rinse, repeat. It's like a vicious cycle. It's like over and over. He's a ticking time bomb, just raging. It's almost like you can envision like a little time clock, like tick, 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 tick. And then all of a sudden it's just boom, okay? It's the mental gymnastics. And Martell should know full well by now, he cannot verbally spar with Melody. He just can't do it. He is just so hell-bent on making her look bad and making her sink and devolve to his level, okay, to get a rise out of her, because misery loves company. He's vibrating on a low frequency, okay, let's be clear, very low, the lowest of the low, as Melody put it, literally and figuratively, right? So any reaction he can get out of her, as a narcissist, he feeds off of that. But did y'all notice how Carlos had to calm him down? Because he has zero emotional intelligence. Let's get into it.
babe, you know, I would love for you to. Yes,
No,
go get it.
you such a
Martell lacks zero emotional intelligence. His emotional IQ is zero. And it's awful. He lacks self-awareness. He doesn't have self-regulation. He has zero empathy or compassion because, I mean, and let's face it, Martell is as vindictive as they come. I was listening to Queen Sheba and she played some audio. Shout out to her. And I'm not for certain if she was talking to someone on Martell's team, but basically, as they were having that conversation, the guy told her that Martell is hell-bent, as we all know, and taking Melody down by any means necessary, just dragging her down to the doldrums, okay? Down to the pits of hell with him, even to the point to where he's willing to sacrifice his damn self and don't even care how he looks as long as she's down in hell with him. That's how miserable that mofo is. He wants her to be down in the pits of hell with his ass, okay? And he's talking about manifestation. Let me tell you how egomaniacal he is. I'll tell you what he manifested. He manifested that damn bed bug, as they call her, okay? Miss Ariana Curry, some people call her coleslaw, all right? Bird brain, pea brain, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's when the hell he manifested a female little demon version of himself, okay? They have a symbiotic relationship. They have a very weird relationship, okay? So weird that they almost look like damn siblings. He looks like her older brother. He ain't old enough to be her damn daddy, but they have a similar look. I'm just saying, okay? And when I say symbiotic relationship, he sees her as an extension of himself, okay? So that's why whenever somebody talks about her, he takes it as an affront to him, like you're talking about him, because he manifested that little demon. Yes, he did. He got a goddamn Oedipus complex, let me tell it, because, child, I don't even want to go there with Miss Marlene, but you didn't get enough attention from your mama. It's almost like you still want to goddamn suck on her damn tit, because it's almost like you need to be weaned off the damn breast because you didn't get enough damn breastfeeding when you were young, okay? I.e., you didn't get enough damn attention, okay? Child, I ain't gonna get too deep off into it, but anyway, let's continue. You notice how when Melody was coming at him and was telling him, and you're still even defending her, because let's be clear, he introduced her into this trifecta. He introduced her into that relationship to triangulate and to whip Melody into shape and to pit them against each other like he's a damn prize, okay? You know, like he King Tut, you know, he wanted Melody to be his queen in a big house and he wanted her to be his little slave and concubine, let's be clear. But it's not so much that he was trying to defend her per se. It's like because she's a manifestation of him. She's a female little twin flame, little demon version of him, okay, that does everything that he says to do, bark like a dog, quack like a duck, put out this revenge pee like I tell you to, do what the hell I tell you to, anime, I can see his evil Ike Turner ass now. Like, do what I say, Ariana. Put out the tape, Ariana. Put out the tape, Ariana. Shit. Okay. Child, the best thing she could have ever did was to tell the girl Carson about it so it could eventually get to Melody the plot and the scheme that him and Bird Brain were trying to set up, okay? Child, we gonna start calling Martell Miss Ma'am, honey. Miserable ass Martell, okay? Honey, he's a Miss Mamas, he's a Miss Man with his feminine acting ass. No emotional intelligence, child. But that's one thing about a narcissist. They hate public humiliation. And he feels like anytime you put his shit out there and let the public be known what he's done and what he's doing, you're embarrassing him. Nigga, you need to be embarrassed. You need to be embarrassed. You shouldn't be doing shit, okay? Yeah, so the thing is, he feels embarrassed on that stage because Marceau, who's making a fool out of him too, tell me so. Does she think that y'all in a relationship? Ain't that your wife? Whether they married on paper or not, I don't think they're legally married, but they playing house. And the reason he doing that is because, again, she's like his little goddamn patsy, his little concubine, his little cum rag. He put her ass on the shelf, pull her down, and when he wanted to relieve his damn knees, and he got her there to goddamn play stepmammy to the kids, like the helping the damn maid. He wants him to take care of he and Melody's children because he ain't got the capacity to do it. Now, I don't know where Miss Marlene at. I don't think she lives with them. Or maybe she does, I don't know. But he needs help, okay? Between Lil Knox and he and Mel's kids, he can't do it all on his own. But shit, then again, she ain't no help either because Melody got to pay for damn food and damn Instacart and whatever like that. And have to send food over to the damn house, child. So they'll be eating goddamn chicken noodle soup and goddamn hot dogs and pork and beans all the damn time. But child. But anywho, so back to the recording that Queen Sheba had. So she asked the guy, what is Martell's endgame? Basically, yeah, so what is it that he's looking to do? And again, I'm going to reiterate, he's wanting to pull her down to the depths of hell with him and wants her to look bad to the public, you know? But here's the thing, and say devil's advocate, it ain't going to happen, but say if he were to accomplish that, then what? You still gonna be a broke motherfucker. You still ain't gonna have Ish, and you ain't gonna have her, and you still gonna have that goddamn bed bug with you, okay? That damn pea brain ass broad that's leeching off of you. You trying to leech off Melody, and the both of y'all together trying to leech off of her, and she trying to leech off you. Child, you can't make this Ish up. Now, as far as Tasha K, shame on her. I don't know what's up with her. Child, she better pay Cardi B that damn $4 million is what she need to do. And I don't know if she's trying to be a shock jock and just doing this for rating and views because she don't even believe that. And she know Martell's a piece of shit. Child, she just trying to be an antagonist to get some views out of shit because she know he ain't shit. But for her to uphold him and to say that she can't see him being violent or whatever like that, how in the fuck would she know? She ain't living in the house with them. Girl, bye. Anyway, I'm not even getting off into her. I can't. But anyway, I just want to give a little piece of commentary on that, child. We're going to call Martell, man, miserable ass Martell. He's a miserable ass mofo is what he is, Miss Man. I will say this too before I go. So when Carlos and Melody get together to do the podcast, I'm curious as to how Carlos is going to answer the questions because I know people are going to have a gazillion questions about what are you going to do about Martell, who tried to do the worst of the worst, and him trying to do the most dastardly thing possible and trying to release Revenge P on his ex-wife and mother of four of his 5 kids. And to have Melody in a toxic work environment like that, having to be subjected to him going off like a ticking damn time bomb, okay? Tick, 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 tick. It's like, poof. At any given time, this Bama will explode. So I'm curious as to hear how Carlos is going to reconcile the situation with that hostile work environment that Melody has to deal with him in particular. Oh yeah, Miss Betty, honey, that's another video on that demonic woman, child. What Martell is wanting to do, as opposed to him sitting in his feelings, taking accountability, taking responsibility for what he did, going through the feelings, feeling the feelings, okay, and then getting over them. Because in order to get over something, you have to kind of go through to get over, okay? He's wanting to do an energy transference and to dump and leash his emotions on the Melody, as opposed to feeling them, sitting in them, getting over to the other side, because it can happen, but you have to acknowledge it first. But he has cognitive dissonance. He wants to play the victim. His mind is so warped and he's so far gone to where he can't regulate his emotions enough to do that. It's almost like a bully. He has to discharge all of that anger It's like he goes into a tirade and he laser focuses on Melody. He wants to unleash all of that hurt and emotion onto her. He's just living in his pain as opposed to feeling it and going through it. But obviously, Miss Curry ain't that ish that she thought she was, because, honey, child, as you thought that you took him with your eyes closed, well, honey, your eyes are wide open, as that mofo probably laying hands on you, child, and make you live in damn hell. How about that? Catch that, as you living in hell with his ass, with Miss M.A.M. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. This is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.